In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the SoundPeats TrueEngine SE Bluetooth earbuds. I'm going to talk about the sound quality, the build, the design, all kinds of fun stuff. So be sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into this video. Greetings, Aqua fam, it has been Aqua. Alright, so let's talk about these pretty cool headphones. These are the SoundPeats dual dynamic drivers wireless earbuds, aka the TrueEngine SE. And let's just jump right into the design. So the case is this pretty cool kind of matte finish case here, and it has a charging indicator on the front here. So when you open and close the case, you'll see how much of a charge is left in the case itself. That's a pretty cool detail. These headphones do charge via micro USB and not USB-C, so it's a little disappointing because micro USB just feels really antique at this point. I do like the feel of this case. It has a nice black matte finish to it. It feels nice and shiny and doesn't show a lot of scratches, which I also enjoy. So when you open up the case here, you are greeted with the awesome earbuds. It says left and right here, so you can easily tell which one to put in. Don't have to use your brain. These look like they were designed in the Matrix or something. They have a very kind of futuristic look, and I like that they have the new SoundPeats logo here, which has this really cool modern font. So let's take them out and see how they actually feel. Right now I have them paired to an iPhone, and when you first take them out, you'll see that they'll actually glow white and red until they find a source. This is one of the coolest parts of this. I am generally a huge fan of tech where they show the interior of the actual design. Like I had a Walkman back in the day where you could see, you know, the gears inside and so forth, and you know, like the Game Boy also had something like that as well. So I really love that you can see this really cool design on the inside. You can kind of see what's going on in there, what you're about to put inside of your noggin holes. So design-wise, I really like these, and I like the clearly indicated L and R on these too, because sometimes you're like, what the hell, what ear does this go in? But right here, you don't really have to work for it. It's right there, you're good to go. These headphones use these buttons on the side, which are multifunction buttons, which allow you to skip tracks and change the volume and invoke Siri. The multifunction buttons work pretty well overall. I like that they're not haptic touch and they're actual push buttons. I kind of prefer those over the haptic touch ones. They seem pretty responsive overall. I really like the design of these. They just feel really nice, and I like that they do also have that kind of matte texture on the outside of them, so they feel really nice in your hands, and the indentation here makes it pretty easy to pull it out, and they don't feel slippery like you're about to throw these damn things everywhere. They do come with 3 different size silicone tips, and I do like the medium ones that came on these. They seem to fit my head pretty nicely, pretty snug. So these Bluetooth earbuds come with Bluetooth 5.0 and the latest Qualcomm QCC3020 chipset. So that's the latest chip, that's the latest Bluetooth 5.0 aptX low latency chip, which is pretty cool because I didn't notice any latency watching YouTube or Netflix or Hulu with these in terms of, you know, when people would say stuff and there was a little bit of a lag between their voice and what I was hearing in the headphones. So there's no syncing issues with these at all, which is pretty cool. I've been waiting for this moment for a while. All right, so I've got the earbuds here. I'm gonna stick them in my ear so you can see what they look like. They fit in pretty nicely. They do take a little bit of like wiggling to get them in. They don't like kind of slide in perfectly to me, but you know, that may just be subjective. I may just have like weird shaped ears or something. But when they're in, they feel nice and snug, and I do feel like they won't just fall out. You know, if I shake my head and do a little bit of this, you know, if I'm jamming out or something like that, they don't feel like they mess around, you know, and move around a lot in my ears. There's not a lot of wiggling going on, not a lot of jiggling, but they do look to me a little like, you know, you have whoppers sticking out of your ears here. They kind of jet out a lot. They have a pretty small form factor, but once you're in their ear, like, who cares what you look like as long as the sound quality is really good. So speaking of sound quality, these have a really good sound overall, in my opinion. They are powered by dual drivers, so they do sound pretty good overall. They have a very balanced sound. I wouldn't say they're the most bassy of headphones. In fact, that's the one kind of big critique that I have on these. The bass could be a lot bigger, it could be a lot more dramatic, but it's totally subjective. I like a lot of bass in my music. I listen to a lot of dance music, I listen to a lot of drum and bass, some rap, some hip hop, and I'm usually drawn to headphones that have a really boomy bass sound. These ones, they do have a little bit of bass, like it's present, but it's definitely not that punchy, boomy kind of bass that you would find in other headphones. The cheaper version of these headphones is the SoundPeats True Free Plus, which I've seen on Amazon for as low as like $24. These are amazing Bluetooth 5.0 headphones as well. They don't feel as fancy and well designed as the TrueEngine SE, but these are cheaper and the bass on these is super boomy. So that's just for the sake of comparison. I actually prefer the sound on the True Free Plus over the TrueEngine SE because these just have more bass and I'm a bass head. But if you don't care about having like the boomiest bass ever, I think the TrueEngine SE, these are really good for the price. The dual drivers definitely have a lot of sparkle, especially in the highs and the mids, so vocals sound nice and present. So I was a little disappointed in the bass in these, but the overall sound is really good, and I think these will please a lot of people who just want a general clean and sparkly sounding audio experience. So now that we've talked about sound a little bit, let's talk about battery life. So these earbuds get 6 hours of playtime with one full charge, and then the case gets 27 hours of playtime in total, which means you can get a full day of listening to these in one full charge of the case, which is pretty cool. When you're ready to charge these, you basically just drop them in the case. There's a nice little magnet which draws them in, and then you can see they turn red, which indicates that they are currently charging. And then when you're ready to pair them to your device, you basically just take them out and they will turn white for a second. You see them blink a little bit, and then once the white LED stays lit up, that means it's paired with your device. And because it uses the latest Qualcomm aptX chip, Bluetooth 5.0, it pairs with your phone super fast, no problems there, and the range is really awesome on these as well. I can basically walk to the other side of my house and even outside of my house, and I don't experience any dropouts until about maybe like 35-40 feet. But if I'm outside and there's no obstructions, I can get probably 50-60 feet of range with these. So Bluetooth connection is really awesome on these, and I love that it comes with the low latency chip. So overall, I am a fan of these headphones. My biggest gripe with them is really just the bass. I really wish they had a more thumpy and ridiculously boomy bass, because that's just my personal preference. But again, if you don't really need crazy bass in your earbuds and you want a more sparkly, kind of even toned sound, then I really think you're gonna love the SoundPeats TrueEngine SE. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of these, if you've tried out the SoundPeats TrueEngine SE, or if you have another pair of headphones you would recommend to the hashtag Aqua fam. These are a pretty cool pair of headphones overall, and I'd probably give them maybe like a 4 out of 5 stars, mostly because the charging case is still a micro USB charging case, and the earbuds do not have that much bass in my opinion. But overall, the design is really nice. I really love the look and feel of this case and of the earbuds themselves, and like I said, the fact that they're clear is just so fun. I wish more electronics would actually do this. I don't know, I may be in the minority there, but it does look a little old school, kind of old Walkman vibes, and I really dig that. So let me know what you think in the comments of the SoundPeats TrueEngine SE, and don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons. I will see you in the next video.